Hi, good day. This video will tell something or will teach you about special products. This is the first module in all the grade 8 learning modules, and this is very important so that you will be helped in terms of multiplying different binomials or algebraic expressions. Now, special products is a mathematical term in which factors are combined to form products. It is called special because they do not need long solutions. That means the special products show us certain patterns, and these patterns can help us multiply certain kinds of binomials or certain algebraic expressions. Now, there are 5 patterns in special products. We have the square of a binomial, product of sum and difference of 2 binomials, the square of a trinomial, cube of a binomial, and sum and difference of 2 cubes. Now, we will one by one discuss each so that we will understand it better. So let's start first with the square of a binomial. So in a square of a binomial, this is the pattern that we would observe. A plus B raised to the second power, or A minus B raised to the second power. We know that if we have this kind of expression, it means that it's A plus B times A plus B. And if we do the FOIL method, which is the longer method, we will arrive at a certain answer. But since we are dealing with special products, the pattern for this kind of product is this one. So if we have A plus B squared, our answer would look like this. Square of the first plus twice the product of the first term and the last term plus the square of the last. Similarly, if we have A minus B quantity squared, we will have the square of the first minus 2 times the first and the last term plus the square of the last term. So again, in order for you to get the product of the square of a certain binomial, all you have to do is square the first term, square the last term. So these are the square of the first and the last term. For the middle term, just multiply the exponent 2 with the first term and the last term, and then you will get 2ab. That's why if you have a minus b quantity squared, it will still be the same, the square of the first and then the square of the last. For the middle term, it will be 2 times a times negative b. That's why there is a negative sign here. So for us to further understand this, let us have some concrete examples. Let's find the product of the following. So let's start with 2x plus y squared. So with this, we will have, if you follow the pattern, square of the first. So just to make it easy for you, the first term, this would be our a, and the second term will be our b. So if we follow the pattern, we will have a, which is the square of a, that would be 2x. I will put parentheses and then square. Plus, because this is plus, I will follow this pattern. Plus 2 times the first term, which is 2x, times the last term, which is y, plus the square of the last term. So b, the square of b, and in this case, b is y, so the square of y. Of course, you still have to simplify this one. Let us simplify, and we will have 2x squared is simply 2x times 2x, then we will be having 4x squared plus 2 times 2x times y, so 2 times 2 is 4, times xy, I will just write xy, plus y squared. Hence, this is now the product of 2x plus y quantity squared. Let's have another example. Let's have the binomial x minus 3y squared. So again, the first term is our a, the second term is our b. This time we will follow the second pattern because we have a difference of a binomial. So again, you will square the first term, so x squared minus 2 times x times 3y. So I will no longer write negative in 3y because I already put the negative sign here. Okay? Plus negative 3y squared. So I wrote here negative 3y because I placed positive here. So we will have x squared minus 6xy plus 9y squared. This is now the product of x minus 3y quantity squared. So again, all you need to do is to look at the expression, which pattern does it fit. If it's similar to a certain pattern, then you follow the pattern of its answer. Again, for the square of a binomial, the pattern would be a plus b quantity squared is equal to a squared, the square of the first, plus twice the product of the first and last, plus the square of the last term. If it's difference, a minus b quantity squared, that would be equal to a squared, the square of the first, minus twice the product of the first and the last term, plus the square of the last term. So I hope you understood this, this special products. So if you, for practice, please answer this one. Find the product of 10n minus n squared and 4x squared y plus 3z squared quantity squared. So you can pause this video while you are answering, and then you can play it so that you can find out if your answer is correct. So let us solve this practice exercise. Let's have our answer for letter A. It's 10n minus m squared. So square of the first minus twice the product of the first and the last plus the product of the square of the last term. So we will have 100 n squared minus 20 nn plus m squared. Did you get the same answer? I hope you did. For letter B, we'll have 4x squared y plus 3z squared quantity squared. So again, square of the first. So 4x squared y squared plus twice of 4x squared y times 3z squared plus the square of the last. So 3z squared squared. Simplifying, we will have 16 because it's 4 squared, x to the fourth, y squared. Plus 2 times 4 times 3, that would give us 24, x squared, y, z squared. Plus 3 squared is 9, z, and then z squared times 2, that's z to the fourth. So did you get the same answer? I hope that you were able to get the same answer. So again, you can go back to this video. You can start from the beginning in order for you to understand more if there are things that that was not clear while we were discussing. You can go back anytime in this video so that it will help you understand square of a binomial.